What's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of Tech Talk, where we're keeping you updated. My name is Jonathan Indy, aka JAY, and I'm your host. First of all, let me start by saying Happy New Year, people. Welcome to the year 2024. And special shout out to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Thanks for that. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can be giving you more content to keep you updated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tech Talk. Okay, so kicking off 2024, today's episode is basically going to focus around four industries that you should be aware of in 2024 and the industries that are shaping the digital era that we live in, and hence you should probably do like a course or get some sort of skill set related to these because they are literally running the world. So we're going to look at four industries, and there may be more, but like our focus is just four because we are in 2024. Get it? Yeah, I hope you get it. If you don't, well, yeah, forget about it. Okay, so we're starting off with number four. So number four, we have data science. I don't know whether you want to call it data science or data science, whatever your pronunciation is going to be. Data science is basically a field of study that uses math, statistics, programming, analytics, and a bunch of AI to grab or to basically extract meaningful information from data. Now, data in the digital era is like the lifeblood of everything. We have data being generated in huge amounts every second, every minute, and so data science, like the title entails, is basically about the science of data. You're looking at all different forms of data, and because it's so much of it, you really need to actually process it so that you can actually get meaningful information from it. Like you can actually make sense of it so that you can use the information you get out of it to actually help you make decisions, because the more information or meaningful information you have at your disposal, the more you'll be able to make forecasts and understand trends and things like that. And so data science is a very, very important field in our day and time. And yeah, you do well to know a bit about data science. And if it's your piece of cake, hey, please go for it. There are many institutions out there that are offering this, and it's actually on demand because we're in the era of data. Number three is a digital marketing. Now, digital marketing is defined as the use of digital channels to market products and services to customers. Now, the marketing industry has been there for, well, eons and eons, but in the era that we live in, a lot of us spend a lot of time online and on social media platforms, and so the marketers have had to adapt to the way things work in this information age, and the way they've done that is through digital marketing. And so digital marketing in essence is basically just marketing using digital means. So you're trying to get to the customers, you're trying to get to the consumers where they are. Because a lot of people are visiting the internet, and because a lot of people are on social media, if you want to get a product to them, use the internet, use social media. And so that's where the digital marketers come in. I'll tell you this, of late I've noticed there's a trend of so many these new positions in a lot of companies, like social media manager or digital marketer or content creator and things like that. That's all bundled up into digital marketing. Why? Because businesses are starting to realize that the only way to get products to people is to put them in front of people where they are, and that's social media, that's the internet. And so you do well to get yourself acquainted with digital marketing. There are various platforms where you can find digital marketing courses and tutorials and things like that to help you understand the various channels and ways in which you can actually use the digital channels that we have to market your product. Number two, ladies and gentlemen, is artificial intelligence, or commonly abbreviated as AI. Yes, now artificial intelligence, in its simplicity, is a branch of computer science, if we can say that, that teaches computers, machines, how to think or act like human beings. In a nutshell, it's basically teaching computers and machines how to think intelligently or act like humans do. Because to us, that stuff's natural, but to machines and computers, no, it's not. And so you have to literally teach them or walk them through it. Yeah, in its basic sense. Because, if I go to like a complicated tech definition, we're all just going to get confused with jargon. But yeah, I think you get the point there. So artificial intelligence, the backstory is, what, 10, 20 years ago, we used to watch sci-fi movies and these futuristic movies, and you would see these intelligent computers in these movies, and then you just be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Your imagination is pretty wild. Ladies and gentlemen, lo and behold, we are here in the future, and these things that we used to see in sci-fi movies are real. Yes, they're real. Yes, very soon we might have our own Jarvis in the pocket, as if we don't have already, but yeah, a lot of that stuff that you see in the Hollywood movies, yes, it's actually coming to be. And artificial intelligence is pretty big. There's a lot that you can talk about when you talk about artificial intelligence. There's so many branches, there's so many industries that are utilizing it. But in essence, like I said, we are making machines do the things that humans do, and so you have things like driverless vehicles. That's a section of artificial intelligence. You have things like ChatGPT. You feed in information, it's able to give you, you feed in data, it's able to give you information that's useful to you. That's also artificial intelligence. And so it's strange times, I can say, and now the world is moving towards a future where this artificial intelligence is literally going to be in almost every area of our lives. And so you do well to get yourself acquainted with some education on what artificial intelligence is, despite the fact that it has so many broad applications. It's okay if you choose one thing that you can go into, and if you're really interested, well, go for it, shoot for the stars. Artificial intelligence is the next big thing, and so if you get yourself acquainted and skilled in a certain area, it will be very useful. And that leads me to the number one industry that you should be aware of in 2024 is cyber security. Now, let's start with definitions. Cybersecurity is basically the practice of defending computers and networks in cyberspace against malicious actors or malicious attackers. Now, the thing about cybersecurity is, maybe if we can also strip it down to its bare units, is you're looking at cyber security. Now, we all know what security is, trying to keep something secure from threats and things like that. Cyber is basically referring to the digital space. It's called cyberspace. And so when you look at cybersecurity, you're talking about ways, means, and procedures to make sure the cyberspace that we operate in is safe for everybody. And so that may sound easy, but it's actually a very tall ask. And need I say that as of 2024, there is still a gap of about 3.5 million employees in the cybersecurity space. And so a lot of organizations are trying to fill that gap by offering these courses and forms of education. So, you can get like people, aware of this, as well as people trained in defending the cyber space. Now, the reason why I chose to put cybersecurity as the number one industry is because when you look at artificial intelligence, when you look at digital marketing, when you're looking at data science and IoT and all these other fields, the thing is, all these things operate in the cyber space. And all these things, useful as they may be, if they are not secure, then you are liable to be attacked, you are liable to be hacked, you are liable to having your information infiltrated and abused by hackers and attackers in cyberspace. And so, me being somebody that's actually ventured into cyberspace, I would really encourage anybody who does have an interest in cyberspace to take that interest beyond and learn the skills, learn what you need to be useful and to actually put yourself in a position where you can be employed, because there's a gap of 3.5 million, so if you have the skill set, you'll be able to fill that gap and you'll be paid handsomely. Hey, those are the 4 industries that you should be aware of and should possibly go into in 2024. That's it for today's episode, and as always, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, and please let me know in the comment section what other industries you feel we should go into. I mean, this is not an exhaustive thing, but like, these are the main ones that I chose to pick on today. So let me know in the comment section what other industries you think we can venture into, and hey, who knows, I might do another video on that too. Thank you so much, and always know that I'm always here to make sure you are updated. Ciao.